YouTube, supposedly. Now, come on, get some of this in. Right, so we're live on YouTube, but TikTok is a bit. Hmm. Right, and we're live! Righty tighty. Hello, everyone. We're going to be painting some Warhammer. Absolutely mint, I know. We're just going to wait for some people to come in. Hello, Alex. I know who you are. Welcome to the stream. Oh, don't be putting that in chat, that's weird. Righty. Yeah, we're going to be painting some, well, we're going to start off with the Orc War Boss. Depends how long we go on, but we might do more. We'll see how long it takes us to get through this bad boy. Yeah? Just wait for a few more people to get in and we'll get painting. Obviously, we're going to start off with some Aruk flesh, as that is the standard. Oh, my brushes are right behind there. Don't worry, once we get into this, we'll get straight into the painting. You won't have to. Oh! Hello, JJ. Welcome to the stream. Hope you you should start painting alongside us if you've got the time free. I know it's 6-week holidays, so it's like perfect time to get into Warhammer. I don't know if my anything's working. We can hope. Ugh, joys. But we're gonna try and do this a couple times every now and then. See if we can get ourselves up to 1,500 followers. That'd be fun on TikTok and on YouTube. Or we want to get to 1,000, but obviously that's a long way away. So 500 is at least the minimum for that. Be very fun to get on. Oh, be very fun to get along. Got 1 viewer on the YouTube and we've got 4 here. So, well, might as well get started there. I'll switch over to the close-up camera. Oh, actually, yeah, we might as well stay like this. Right, well, I'm going to start with some Aruk flesh. As mentioned, we're going to get proper, just slathering my brush in that. As you can tell, this paint, this table's been through it with the amount of paint. Probably going to be streaming for about an hour-ish, maybe longer. Depends how I get on. Depends how burnt out I get. But I might jump on and do some more later. We'll do some Space Marine. I might get some other people on if everyone's up for that. But I also wanted to try out Bolt Gun at some point. That'd be really fun to get on. In general. But we're gonna start painting. So, just start on his biceps. Should probably blow that up a bit. Probably not in my drinking water. That'd be preferred. Indeed, you do. You should message me about it. Not use TikTok. But stay on and share it with your friends because Warhammer is very fun, of course. I'm just gonna absolutely slather his bicep and everything in here. Don't really know what paint scheme we're gonna go for with the orc. I'm just gonna be painting, going for it, you know. Does seem like I'm gonna have to do a few coats of this. My root flesh is seeming to be difficult, but oh well. No, I'm afraid you can't paint in our actual store. It is a little bit too small, although we are trying to set something up with some game nights, so even maybe some painting nights would be quite fun. We need someone that's quite experienced in the hobby in general. I quite like painting, but I'm nowhere near for the actual board game. So if anyone's interested and is located in Lower Darwin, give us a shout and we can start doing something like that. Like get us all together, paint in store, teach each other different bits. I know quite a lot of my friends are 10 times better than I am when it comes to painting, and they can be quite useful, especially when it comes to dry brushing. I can't do it for the life of me. And I always end up putting too much on, and then I might as well have just done the second coat of a different colour anyway. But, you know, we're going to be using some Dark Star metals today. I've become quite obsessed with them since we've started getting them in store. Honestly, they're really, really good for the pop that you can want from the metallics compared to everything else. Hello, welcome new people. Bex, going from the post. Hell yeah, nice to know that we're getting out there. Of course, feel free to stay around. If you're free, start painting alongside us. That's completely fine. Be absolutely a nice long one for us. We're gonna be going in with all different mishmash of colours. It's orcs. Like, let's be real. We're gonna do some random stuff with this. I don't even know. I've got like 6 different colours laid up in front of me already, and there's about 20 behind me, so we'll manage. And if you come in store, we have every Citadel paint available, as well as all the Dark Star collection. We also have Turbo Dork, which we're going to be showing off tomorrow. So if you keep your notifications on, or however TikTok allows you to do it, we can show you how the Turbo Dork paints work. I'll show you what we're going to be sticking it onto. Just slap you to the side there. Tomorrow for the TikTok, you're going to be seeing the Dark Star paints on the Norn Emissary. Now, not Dark Star, sorry, Turbo Dork. We're going to be painting this up. I've based it in black already. There's a bit of ultramarine blue and some silver on there that I accidentally left, but we'll be redoing that tomorrow and we'll be painting that up together. That'll just be a video as usual. Do you have this in stock? The Horus Heresy Mark IV set with the I believe we do, actually. If you want to head down anytime soon, before it sells out, of course. We do also have the new Mark IV sets that have just come in, like the single packs. Although we do still have the big Battle Force set available. Yes. A little fun one. Sat up on the main shelf, so it'll be right there as you walk in. I recommend go snag it up before anyone else does. Quite like the Horus Heresy models. The 30k vibe is all I need. Like the blank Space Marine bodies, so you can actually scuff them up and everything. 10 times better. Even better if you're doing black Templars like I do. So if you have the how much? Oh, now you're asking. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but we are doing the 10% discount completely, full stop. I can get it up on the GW site, but I couldn't tell you the 10% off the top of my head. I'm really not that good with numbers, hence why I'm not that good at the board game either. MKIV. If it's the one that you're talking about, it's 134 on Games Workshop. So with our 10%, it'll just be cheaper than that. So if you go in, you can probably go grab it from us today. Yeah, get in store. Me trying to see what that green is for my own. It actually is just the basic Aruk flesh. Whoops. That it's a base paint. Honestly, it does the wonders for orcs. It's the perfect green in my opinion. You can also go over it with your own layers and everything, but that takes some time. So if you've got the patience, there's also Skarsnik green, which really blends well for the highlights around the muscles and everything. But I am a bit lazy with it, so I do tend to just use either Gut Ripper Flesh, which works really well as a contrast. It does sit in the recesses, gives it that darker green rather than just full black. And what's the other one? Agrax, of course, because you just slather everything in Agrax and it'll do the job. There's not too much skin on these guys, so I'm just going to base these guys beforehand, just so I have a vision of what they're going to look like. It's a bit special. But we do have some transfers from the Armageddon box as well to slap on the back of his cape, I believe. Wherever they're located. I have loads of transfers, to be fair, from the amount of box sets. I'm sure all you lot with your piles of shame as well. Or you can even go get some more from a new box set at B Computers, of course. Oh, yeah, oh well. Any recommendations on what I should do as topping, or shall I just oof, what was I gonna say? I was thinking red, bright red, Evil Sun Scarlet, something along those lines. I know for the metallics, I've got Balthasar Golds. I've got Tarnished Steel from the Dark Star that I'm going to be using, which is absolutely glorious. I put it on my Black Templars with some blue steel, which is more black than anything really, but honestly, oof, it's so much better than just trying to use base metallics, because it gives it that colour while also still being yeah, yeah, it's got that yeah, you know what I mean. I'm not good at this. Yeah, Skarsnik. Oh, Avaland. Yeah. Mm. I really should get deep and gritty with these figures. I really should. I should start thinking more, especially with these like crevices around here. If you've got if you use RB Computers hashtag, we can start having a look through some of use lot figurines and everything, and we can actually maybe sit here together and go through them. That'd be quite fun. You know, drum up some more content. I think we're gonna be done with the green for a little bit. We'll just let it sit. I'll come back in once I've done all the different details, because it's most likely that I'll just end up going over it with a completely different colour and have to fix it in the end. So, standard really. I think. Don't think I'll go with the red, to be honest, because I would quite like his flag to be red. I don't know. Does anyone have any recommendations? I'm a bit stuck for choice. Basic brown. Use Bugman's Glow. Give it that bit more tan colour to it, maybe. Yeah, and we'll go back in with the darker brown for the threads. Yeah, we'll do that, no problem. So, going to Bugman's Glow, wherever it is. There. Yeah, sorted. Give it a good shake. Always makes you pants. I know the Darkstar ones have a ball bearing inside them, which was quite fun. It's very good to have built in. Honestly, I know I'm like shilling Darkstar paints at the moment, but they are really good, and they're quite cheap. I guess that's the main thing that we all have to focus on. No, we're going to just do his top this time. Go through. Now remember, there are no mistakes. Oh, I'm not in camera there. 1-to-1 base with Kislev. Thanks for the tip. I might have to sit there and learn that. Learn how to actually mix my paints. I know there's we're doing the Turbo Skull paint palettes in store, which are very handy. I need to grab one of them. Be much easier to mix the paints that way. But yeah, there are no mistakes. Only happy little accidents. Is anyone else here? We should do. We've got quite a few of the Horus Heresy tanks in. So yes, I'm assuming we do have the Whirlwind tank. I know if you check our eBay page, all our stock is on there full stop. But again, it is cheaper in store. I know a bit of our stock's actually here on TikTok too. So if you go on there, that should be a way to look at it. Doing Armageddon. Yeah, yellow. I have a bit of a hit and miss relationship with yellow. I quite like Avalanche Sunset. I swear down by that colour. It works near enough every time I put it through. But yeah, good luck with that much yellow. Nice, good to know that you're going Be real. You'll have fun painting them up. I'm not a big fan on the tanks, although some of the Horus Heresy one. It's the not the tanks. It's the 40k ones, the rhinos that aren't too good, but the tanks in the Horus Heresy, honestly, the glow up on them compared to 40k is immense. Should probably get into Horus Heresy. I know it's pretty much like, is it 6th edition Warhammer? I know it's like one of, pretty much just based on the older rules. But I could not tell you. Again, if anyone's interested in doing the game nights, hit us up. The email's just connected on our main page, so go ahead and inquire about it. But yeah, has anyone else managed to grab the Armageddon box or any of the new starter sets that have just come in? They came in store. They come with paints now, which is actually mint. So you'll get like a root flesh, and I know you'll get basic colours like Bad and Black, Lead Belcher, Retributor armor. I think. Oh, shaking my table. See, this is how paints get everywhere. They just, it's just not right. Keen into the Falcon Super Heavy. Don't think I've seen that. I quite like the new Custodes for the Horus Heresy. They're really cool. I'm quite upset I missed out on that box. The big Battle Force that sold out pretty much immediately as it came in, which can be the case with some of those bigger sets, to be honest. I know we still have some of the bigger Battle Force sets in for 40k, so off the top of my head, I know we got the Chaos, the Astra Militarum, which that one is got like 2 different vehicles in there, I think, off the top of my head. Really good. There's also the Chaos one, which I really want to pick up because it's got the Vex Machinator in it. Oh, mint model. Next one also nice. No, Freddy, I haven't seen a purple orc. They always seem to be so elusive. I don't know what it is with that colour. It's a shame I don't have one nearby. If I do, I can't see it. Yeah. Hoping the new one drops soon with the Dreadnought and the bike. Yeah, absolutely. So the new bikes are really cool. I think my partner was actually painting that up. One of the is it the War Trike from Armageddon? It's unfinished. Oh, hello. And there goes my phone. It's unfinished, but she is currently painting that one up. Again, she's like mixed a bit of that tarnished steel in with I think normal lead belcher. So in person, it actually has a bit of a different metallic. Like what they've just welded it all together. It's completely different. I don't know if it comes across quite well on camera there, but yeah, man. My favorite chapter. I swear by Black Templars. Honestly, I quite love them. Their lore is just a whole nother thing for me. Also, the models are just really cool. You know, the chains like welded to their weapons. It's just, I really do. I really do. Screw with it. They're really cool. Because black looks better. Black genuinely does look better. And I think I'd get flagged if I put painted white Templars. I don't know. Sounds like a bit of a yeah, but it needs to all be black if you're being a Black Templar. Like unless it's your apothecary, but even then, painting white, I struggle so bad. I just end up slapping it all in Corax, a bit of white scar in there, even though that does like no difference. Celestra Grey is probably the better one, but no, I can't do white for the life of me. tried using that apothecary white not long back. It's a bit. I think I'm just unskilled. Oh, you do. How are you going to make it grimdark when it's already black? No, it's the point. It's exactly the point. The grimdark in the armor. I don't have to mess about and do too much detail because it's all just black. Absolutely. Titanium white. I'll keep that in mind. I do need to try some different whites. I mainly use Citadel a lot of the time. I think that's just because the propaganda. But wouldn't mind trying some different ones. But I know I've been painting a few of my Trench Crusade models in, well, at least trying to, in white, because of course if you go in yeah, Warhammer paint, they're not Citadel, are they? Oh, you done me in. You should take my job. It's just not right. Ah. See, it's a problem because all mine are like a mix. See, they last a long time too. That's why I stick by them. Um, I've got a mix of the Warhammer ones and the Citadel. I even have so we got a bunch of old paints in a while back, and I had to sit there and sort through them. And I ended up with a glaze paint. Now, obviously, we can't really sell that anymore, but I'm pretty sure it's just technical Waystone green, which was such a throwback to see. Like, I'm pretty sure that was before I started working at the computers. Like, mental. For the Emperor Celestine, absolutely. Apparently he's moving now. Kirk, you'll need to put him back on the chair, because we can't have him moving about. Left them bottles a long time ago. Yeah, wouldn't surprise me. A lot of people switch over between different paints. I know a lot of people swear down the Vallejo. They're quite good. I find them quite watery, but I don't know if that's just me. It probably is. Yeah, I thought as much. Yeah, he barely moved. Like, let's be real. It wouldn't surprise me if it's just a shock from the chair, because that thing looks dangerous, like horrifically dangerous. Although most things in 40k are, so it doesn't make a lot of sense there. But no, if they bring back the Emperor, I don't know. I don't think it'd work well. It's all right bringing back like Primarchs and different main characters, but the Emperor, I don't know. Ah, oh yeah, 'cause he ascends to yeah, he ascends to become like a chaos god. Well, at least it's theorized to be. At least that'd be cool. I don't know. See, it's yeah, 50k. See, they'll end 40k. It'll be one of them. He'll move. Well, they'll completely shut down the board game for like 2 weeks and then announce a new one called 50k, and it would not surprise me. I already have a feeling they're gonna kill Calgar off with how they're building up Titus to be this big, pretty much the main character for all of 40k at the moment. It would not surprise me if he's the next chapter master. Like, I, I don't know. A lot of their storytelling can be seen from like a mile off. Yeah, he had pins and needles. That's why he twitched. Yeah, too right. Is there any models anyone's looking forward to? I know we're gonna be getting in pretty much everything. I'm really looking forward to them finally revamping something to do with the Grey Knights, because those models are so cool. But no, we have to sit there and use like these squatty little figures next to these true scale. Ah, mint. Absolutely. The Iron Warriors Primarch as a model in plastic would be really cool. I don't know how they'd if they the new Iron Warriors model. Actually, I was gonna say if they do it justice. The new one, is it Kravik Morn or too many names to remember, but yeah, that model was absolutely fire. Grey Knights need to be like 110. Yeah, yeah. Never mind taller. They need to be like thick, like like big beefy knights, like proper paladins. Go like over the top of it. It's 40k. Think like Saturnine, like not Saturnine Praetor vibes, like, but I wouldn't mind a model from like a Grey Knight that's like that big. Like that'd be so cool. Two fin coats is good paint. Absolutely. You should. Kravik Morn is also in stock with us, I believe. Um, it was yesterday when I was last looking at the figures. But yeah, if you want him, you should snipe him up. Go in store. Take use of our 10% off. Yeah. But yeah, I wouldn't mind Grey Knights being like the size of Saturnine a bit. Like it's proper bulky. Do something better with a baby carrier. I oh, I can't stand that model. I think that's where 3D printing really comes into account because you can like there's a bunch of different kits that you can just slap on top of it. Gives it that armor so much better. I know there's one that's everyone's been raging on about for 3D printing, which is like a cover for these two Space Marines. That I wouldn't mind printing that off. I might actually stick that on print for the next stream. We'll paint up some Space Marines rather than orcs or something different because everything's Space Marines. Let's be real. But I think someone actually commented that the other day. It is tragic. It's all Space Marines. Like we got orcs this time though, so at least that's cool. A new Custodes model got announced. I need to check that out. Be on the Warhammer community, wouldn't it? Let that dry for a little bit. We'll start picking the next colour. I might start going in a bit of the metallic, get it over and done with, so you can see a bit of the vision. I think I'll do I might do me bronze first. I don't know. Depends what I want to. Depends how this tarnished steel's gonna go on, because it is quite watery. So I might base it in black first. Might be the best idea. Ah, I couldn't tell you anything with about like business transactions as I mainly deal with the actual selling of figures like in person and being on here and stream. I'll have to I'll have a look, but as off the top of my head, I have no idea about that. I'm afraid. Sorry. Could not find this Custodes model. I might just be blind. If you're on about the Contemptor, we actually, I think that was in stock. It sold out pretty much immediately. Oh, that is actually much bigger than the Telemon. Ooh, that is actually a really good model. That is sick. Nice. That'd be mint. And paint up a Dreadnought on stream one time. Yeah. I really want to get the Saturnine one. Absolute beef. Paint it up similar vibe to what I went with for my actual Saturnine Praetor. It's magnetized for some reason. I want to do some funky stuff. Maybe once I get some green stuff, I'm gonna magnetize like a tentacle arm. So if I take some damage, it just blows off. Slap that on mid game for some reason. Why not? Apparently, a lot of the Horus Heresy models are a pain to build. I know the knights are a nightmare. They were absolutely dreadful to paint. I know that much. Not paint. Never mind paint. Sorry, build. Yeah, absolute nightmare. Like, oh, so many intricate bits. I think that's the problem. Whereas they seem to be pushing more push fit, so I wouldn't complain too much. Because if you want push fit dreadnoughts in like proper boxes, that's probably going to be the way they're going. So yeah, don't be complaining too much about the GW gods. That is a good matchup. I could not tell you. With Custodes versus Grey Knights. Ooh, it's a bit of a hard one really, because obviously the Custodes are the Emperor's like chosen, but the Grey Knights are given the whole if I come off the throne, put me back on it deal. So they've got to have some power. Mm, I don't know. I'd like to say Grey Knights just for the vibe, because I love their helmets. But they've got to storm the Golden Palace if he gets off the throne, and there's like a lot of Custodes. Don't even get me started on whoever that new Custode that they brought in was. So like, she'd beat the hell out of us, or at least she'd want. I'd say the Knights as they have advantage of working together. Yeah. Yeah. See, that's more. That seems more likely. See, yeah, Paladins, just just cool. That's the whole thing. They're just cool. Thanks for the like, Templar, and follow. Nice, sweet. We're at 117 followers. Followers. Damn it, I can't speak. Master Chief. Halo campaign evolved is coming out on pre-release today. I know I'll be jumping on that. So if you're into PC gaming, you should come in store and get yourself a PC. We can spec yourself up ready for all the games, minus GTA 6. That's going to be a bit of a hard one to spec up because it's not coming out on PC. Bit of a tragic. But yeah, Halo at 4 p.m. Can't wait. Honestly, we got it installing on the Xbox behind me. I can't wait. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to play it because I missed out on pre-order. Because we grabbed the Armageddon box. Priorities. But I know I wanted to jump on Space Marine 2 at some point. That'd be quite fun. Get on with a couple extra people. Yeah, so I think base in black. Halo is out on the 28th. So on Game Pass and everything, you'll be able to play it then. So even on PC, you'll be able to play it. So come grab your PCs, everybody. But yeah, that comes out on pre-release for those that pre-ordered it on 4. Yeah, so I thought I couldn't play it. Tragic. I'll just have to mooch off one of my friends that did. What the hell was that on my head? Oh, a heart. That was so odd. Oh my god, I didn't know you could do that. That's cool. Oh, trust me, I went through Combat Evolved on Legendary the other day, and masterpiece of a campaign. Can't wait to see what they do with it. But it's just 343 in disguise, so you know. Oh, silver, black. There it is. I'm blind. It's not even purple and it's in camouflage. Despicable. Where's me brushes? There we are. good talking to you too. Make sure you keep an eye out on the store. We get everything through. So if you want to purchase anything, just come through us, man. Like, you know, we're an absolute shill for the product. But yeah, look forward to seeing you next time. So we're just gonna go over it in the black before I go in with the tarnished steel. But thank you everyone for jumping in. We're at 613 likes now. 650. God damn, that jumped up just as I looked at it. For the Emperor. Am I right? Come on, boys and lasses. Sorry. Oof. Absolutely. Can't wait for some of the new GW models. Because they're doing quite a big thing with Age of Sigmar next year, which I know has some of the best models, which we have pretty much so much of the range. Which, if you want to take a look in store, you can do, but we have way too many models to count. But they're doing a big thing over the next year for Age of Sigmar, so if you're heavily into fantasy, keep an eye out. We'll be doing quite a lot of that. I do quite like the fantasy. I like all the big models. Dragons are really cool. The Draconium Guard, they're quite smart too. The rats, I forgot what they're called. Absolute mint models. Some of the Age of Sigmar range get so much love compared to 40k, but we should definitely pick some up at some point. Paint some of them on stream. Get some of the funkier Turbo Dork metallics. See what we can do with them. Might even pick up some of that dirty down gore and rust effects. I know I want the rust because that would look absolutely mint. Hello Maya, welcome to the stream. But yeah, I wouldn't mind some of the rust effect from Dirty Down because that would look mint on the Antioch Shrine from Trench Crusade. Oh, gorgeous model. But I know it works absolutely mint on some of the metallics, just full stop. Really gives it that grimy effect if you don't want to just stick using the shades or any other specific set that you've got. It wouldn't surprise me if Age of Sigmar's casting process is different, but it also wouldn't surprise me if they've just got the better modelers. Like 40k definitely seems to be, you know, for the veterans of Warhammer. But Age of Sigmar, they tend to get a lot of new people in. Yeah, we'll come down here, paint his pants black for the sake of it. Probably absolutely jam that little gap in there. Make sure we get all the coverage we can do. Oh, absolutely. Age of Sigmar so much better. I have a unpainted Hashut of Hellsmith model. Absolutely slathered it in the Rogue Pink from the Colour Forge set. Absolutely mint. I love the pink. It's so cool. I can't wait to finish this off. I need to go back in with some darker green and give it some more weathering effect. But the Hellsmiths, absolute mint. Honestly, some of the Age of Sigmar models, they really do make me want to start playing it. But it's I don't know, it's the vibe of 40k and 30k that really just drags me in. Thank you everyone for joining. We're at over 1,000 likes now. Nice. That's absolutely mint. But we'll give this a black base coat. It's not too bad it's watery, because we'll go back in, and everything else is going to be popping out that detail anyway. I will be in store tomorrow and on Saturday. So I'm on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. If you have specific lists for paints, I can pick them all out in like less than a minute. I know where all of them are, and there's like hundreds. It's a bit sad, but if you want to come in, talk about Warhammer, or even setting up the game nights that we want to do, just come in, have a chat. I'll be happy to talk about Warhammer. It's like one of my favorite things in work, where I just get to sit there and yap about just the most insane things. The like, oh, especially the fact of 40k has a lot of funky stuff in it, to say the least. So you can kind of get away with talking about it. Will you come get them heresy models? Good to meet you. Tomorrow. Yeah, I can put them aside for you. That's no problem if you want to come in store and pick them up. Outside of store, I'm afraid you won't see nothing of me unless it's on camera. I spend the majority of my time doing all this. But if you want to reserve the set, I'm sure if you email us, the manager will be able to put it aside, because she actually reorders the stock and everything, and gets everything through. Like, we still have some of the Ashes of forgot what they're called, the Age of Sigmar sets, the gaming packs that came through. We've still got quite a few of them. If you're into your Slaanesh, we still have the Hedonites of Slaanesh Battle Force set. It has the prints in there. Absolute gorgeous model. We'll slap that in there. We only need 20 more followers, guys, and then we're 1,000. Like, not even 20. Sorry, I can't count. 12. Give us 12 more followers, and then we're solid. We've got 1,000, and we can start focusing on getting that last 500 in. See if anyone's joined in on the YouTube side. We've got 13 viewers. Nice. Again, if you want to pop on over to our website, you can have a look at everything we've got in. If you want to come in store, you can abuse our 10%. And that's across all the hobby products. So the Darkstar, Colour Forge, Turbo Dorks, all the sort. Not the Citadel, Warhammer Colour, as I was almost mistakenly calling it for the past, like, I've not even been streaming that long. Half hour, 40 minutes. Oh. It's good to stay hydrated while you're painting. Just make sure you don't drink the paint water. That'd be devastating. Right. Give that another brush through. It's not really stuck itself well to his bottom foot down here, so we'll coat the weapon while we let that dry, because we're going to be coming over this in the Darkstar tarnished steel. Locked in. problem with doing these Warhammer streams. You gotta make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. I know it's a little washed out. I know there's this cool thing that I figured out with my camera that I can do. If I really wanted to, I can like, I think what's it, completely mute the background, only have the colours through. But we're gonna stick with this. I know once the silver's on there, it'll really pop out. Absolutely. You should all have a look at the dirty down effects and the dark star paints, honestly. Fell in love since we started stocking them in. Start getting the bottom of this gun. Because he slapped 2 mags onto it. It's a bit funky. Love the orcs. They are honestly some of the funkiest characters. So fun. I know a lot of people like to build paint in sub-assembly where it's still on the sprue. Might be a lot easier if you don't want to go back in and redo all the different colours. I quite thrive off that bit, to be honest. I'm a bit weird. But it is quite annoying getting into some of these crevices, I'll tell you that much. I have to proper juggle, and I can't use my handle with this because I don't have the XL handle. But it's also available in store. Ah. Product placement. Just start having like B computer stickers slapped everywhere, like it's 1984. Buzz Pants is watching you. I know my boss would thrive off that. Ah, did not realise Moon was watching. My bad. But we'll give this a call. I'm going grab some more water, maybe a bit of tissue to dry out some of that tarnished steel before I slap it on here. Can have a bit of a yap sesh if anyone's interested in commenting down some of their favourite Warhammer factions maybe, or paints. Bye Toodles. Welcome to my trap house. We're painting orcs today. Come inside, because it's fun inside. Because it's all I ever do. Paint inside. Hello Greg, welcome to the stream. And Mark. I can't pronounce that, I'm sorry, I'm not Russian. Nice to know we're reaching. Reaching that far, goddamn. Just go over this axe, and then we'll let it dry for a little bit. I say as I go back in on the leg. Never make my mind up. It's the problem with doing Warhammer, I'm indecisive. Never know which colour to stick with. We'll just get the hilt of the weapon, we don't need to do the full bar, because I would like to do that in a different colour. going on the brown. Have that as the accent colour. Same with the stitches down here. Just absolutely smother this in black. I can't tell because there's nobody wrapper on this paint, whether it's Corvus or Abaddon black, but 9 times out of 10 I do swear down the Abaddon, or Abaddon, sorry, can't pronounce my own paints, Jesus. To be fair, Warhammer does that a lot. I swear if you play Space Marine 2, because obviously it's a very British company, we call everything Lieutenant, so it's Lieutenant Titus. I swear there was one line on launch day that was read as Lieutenant. I swear to God, was not dreaming it. Unless that's just like a certain thing where they switch between depending on the people, but no idea. I know some of the orc names, probably some of my favourites. The mecha knobs, the big orcs in the mechs. They're really fun. Mechatrack Scrapjet or some shit, some sort like that. Honestly, some of the stupidest names going. They're absolutely mint. Oh, didn't realise there was a dagger down here. Apparently I'm blind. Just caught you in black too. And then let it dry for a few minutes. Because I don't want to sit there with wet paint on wet paint mixing together in my model. It is a nightmare. Although some of this detail looks like it's going to be a bloody nightmare. Right, we'll let that dry. I'm going to leave you guys for a second while I go hydrate. Why don't you hydrate yourselves? Watch along with the stream. Be quite fun. So I will be back in just 2 moments. back on, waiting still, I think. Yeah, it's not dried on the gun there. Gonna be painting this for a while by the seams of it. You'll have to bear with me getting the camera back set up, because I have to reconnect it to TikTok every time. And I think I might have accidentally messed up on the YouTube, where you've got a duplicate of my screen. Yeah, whoopsie doodles. Sorry, guys. It's such a funky little setup for TikTok. Like, it has its own dedicated app, which is absolutely mint, honestly. Um, YouTube, on the other hand, you have to use OBS, or I think they have YouTube Studio, but never gonna use that. But remember to pop on down to B Computers, have a gander at what we've got. Nothing wrong with showing off your models on TikTok using our hashtag BComputers. We'll be able to see all the models that you put through. Might be. Oh, hello to you. You're getting photobombed by my cat. She'll be painting with us now, by the seams of it, once I get the camera set up. No! Not in front of everyone. Please. They need to see the gloriousness that is the orcs from the Armageddon box. Because honestly, they're absolutely mint. Top notch from whoever designed these models. They got my book. They got an A in my book. But yeah, I'm gonna have to reconnect my phone by the seams of it. Oh. If you take a look through our profile, you'll see some of the models that I have previously painted up. They're quite. I'm quite proud of them. I painted up one of the Trench Crusades models, the Heretic Priest, which they're really cool models. Full stop. The obviously, because you got to print them yourself, the plastic will never compare to like GW, but they've done good, at least in terms of when you have to print it off yourself. But shouldn't be too much of an issue anyway. We'll be back up on camera in a moment if it works. Yep, we're back up. So we'll be painting in just a moment. Oh, just take a moment to breathe. It'd be really cool to get your models up here on stream one time. Are you mental? You're not drinking my water. Bloody cats. Insane. And we're back. Oh, everyone. So we're joined by my cat now, which she's rudely photo-bombed us, but it's fine. She is Tia. She's a Sphinx, hairless cat. Oh, very special. Of course, the guy that stays inside has a weird cat. but it's fine. See if she can get us more views there. She sits here when I'm painting majority of the time anyway, so it's not much of a difference to what I usually do with her. She's paring her head off anyway. Show her around. Show everyone the weird cat. She's gonna be with us for a little bit now anyways. So, now that black is still not completely dried. So I think I'm gonna do some Balthasar gold for the time being. See how we get on with that. Oh wow, that is absolute nightmare in that bottle. Slap it against your knee. Good old trick. Yeah, that's better. All these paints I'm using are available in store, and I believe they're actually available here on TikTok too. It's pretty cool. Where did I put my brush? Or am I just losing it? I think I'm just losing it. There we are. Ow. Do you mind stepping? Can you not just sit still? Proper special cat, I'll tell you that much. Oh. Minor technical difficulties, my bad. Don't mean to be like that. But we're all good, we're golden. Just start painting some of this Balthasar gold now. So I think I might actually do his jaw in this colour. Metallic one. So I did actually mess up while clipping some of this away. However, for the orcs, I do believe some wear and tear is due. Yeah, that's actually on the model as well, that one at the bottom. That's weird. Enjoying yourself there, Tia. Thank you everyone for joining. So we'll just base this one here. I'll have to do 2 coats by the seams of it, but that's always a good thing anyway. Make sure you get full coverage. So I think I'll do the tip of his horns in bronze as well. Get that through. See, always make sure. Just get there from every angle. Just make sure you don't cramp your hands up in the meantime. It's great, we'll get that little top one in there. Nice. Enjoying yourself, darling. Right. What else would we like to slap this bronze onto? Yeah. I can't get some work done. I've got the cat on me. And also, I'm absolutely slow when it comes to painting these models. I can't lie. Also, I'm not in work, so I don't have to do anything. That's up to Carl, our technician. Bless him. Get all of these bullet casings in the bronze. Don't know if you can actually see that on there. You can there. Let's go a bit closer for the sake of it. Thank you, Vivid. watch the video. You got another shop in Lower Darwin, or just a gaming space? So, it's a it's pretty much a full unit that we're going to be using. It's got rooms on. It's got separate rooms that we're going to be using. So if you've got like sensory issues or anything of the sort, you can go into your own room with your friend, play a game. But it is still in Lower Darwin. It's not connected to the shop, but it will be a part of us, of course. Watching from the caves. That's cool. That's cool. I know she's in Universal as of this moment. That is sick. Tell Hagrid I said hiya. Just go back over. Oh, Christ, I went over the belt. Oh well. There are no mistakes. Only happy little accidents. Eh? She'd know. I'll bring my lad down. Always get dragged into the shop to look at war. Haha. As you should. You should always get dragged down to the shop. Absolutely mint down there. For as small as it is, I do enjoy myself too much at work. I think it is a bit sad, but yeah, it'll be really fun to get people involved and actually start doing things like that together. Wouldn't surprise me if I have done. Should come down again. Buy yourself some Warhammer. Get into it, you know. It's never too late. Never too late. I know my granddad used to sit there and do Warhammer with my dad. I think he actually was sat there talking about Warhammer to me last time he was over. Absolutely. Nothing about patience. To be fair, yeah, it is. It takes a lot of time out of your day. Last thing you need. It does take a long time, even to get like the basics down for the miniature. Like, I've spent what, an hour on this so far? We've gotten like 3 colours on there, and one of them's going to be taken over by another one. So yeah, I completely understand you. Great for the kids though, honestly. Gets them off the technology, which is the main thing. Can't wait to get my little one into it. She's already been asking to paint with me, so I might actually give her like one of those, the basic Space Marine kits that you get, you hand out. Give her one of them, let her paint her up. Or even just give her a dragon. Yeah, she'd buzz off that, wouldn't she? Yeah, we'll do the hill in bronze down here. Oh, sorry if you've been off camera for a bit, I didn't know. Yapping away while painting. Oh, there's another bullet belt here. I'm so blind. Licking my knee, man. You're a weirdo. Anyone who has cats knows that they're just the creepiest and freakiest little creatures you can own as a pet. This one likes to stand in front of my TV. It's mental. Ah, tragic. Yeah, we do. They do tend to sell out quite quickly. We do still have a battle force for the Tyranids in. Hope your kids aren't watching and listening to that one. They'll be blagging your head. But we do have. Actually, we have quite a lot of stock for the Tyranids. Absolutely mint. Paint over the odds on eBay. Oof. Bless him. Yeah, resale on Warhammer can be crazy. Yeah, absolutely mental. We're doing 10% off on all of the hobby products um, in our store now. So if you want to come down and take use of that, you can do. Quite fun to sell everything, but also obviously get yourself a good deal in there. On all the paints, all the figures, and our paint sets. So you should be golden if you come down. I know, I'm just getting you to spend more money. Typical of me. I think I do it every time someone comes into the shop. Don't mean to be pushy, but it is my job, at least. Right, so I think I'll do this shoulder pad in bronze as well, just separate it from the rest of the silver and everything that I'm going to be slapping on. Oh, that's a bit too much on my brush. Go back over. There we go. Sorry, I just sat there gobsmacked at my own model like, ah. Not the most flattering of angles whilst painting. I'm sure we're all aware of that. If anyone's taken a picture of you whilst painting, you know the troubles. To a MegaCon in 2 weeks, but might bring my dad. Hey, that'll not be bad. A MegaCon sounds really fun. I know. I went to Comic Con not long back. That was absolute blast. Wouldn't mind getting down to Warhammer World. But I know once we get this gaming night set up and everything, it'll be decorated up to heck with all Warhammer. And we've got the 3D printers now. If you've paid attention to our TikToks, we're printing off some quite big down there. So that'll be absolutely mint to get onto. I know in store I was on about getting. We've got the bolt gun that we painted up here on TikTok. That's in shop. If anyone wants to go down and see it, it's absolutely sick. Had mine. I had not what we printed. Well, printing a very holy relic, very special set of armor. It'll be shown off here on the TikTok at some point, and we'll be doing some publicity things with it too, of course. Be quite fun. I can't wait. But I think kind of a caught on that jaw. Might actually do his big. Might copy off of what one of our commenters said before. Do it bad moon, so I might put some yellow over the silver once we go down that route. So I might have to base that in black once I've got a minute, but we'll sit there and do that. This is where it's at Go Games. Ah, not bad. I might have actually seen her in Go Games quite a bit. I tend to go in and have a look. Not that I ever have the money. Spent enough of it on bloody Warhammer. But yeah, absolutely mint. Bloody heck. See if we can get at least a base coating on this. Get it at least battle ready. And then I think we'll call it a day. Do another one soonish. That'd be quite fun. Yes, definitely I've seen them. Tia, you can't drink the Balthasar Gold. That will not be good for you. It's bad enough when she goes to drink my paint water. It's a bloody nightmare. Just get, oh, just realised not really in shot too much there. Get a nice and detailed shot there. Do I want to do anything else? Look at that buckle. My back matching. Sorry, I know I'm quite weird with my cat, but she is an absolute weirdo. Trust me, if she had her way, she'd be like strapped to my chest right now. I'd have no personal space. As you can tell, I already don't. And I have another cat. She's not as bad, but both nightmares. I'll tell you that much. But I think in terms of gold, wiring. I say gold is more of a copper, really, isn't it, or a bronze? They do have some funky naming conventions. I'll tell you that much. It's fine. I'm painting the orcs. They got weird ass names anyway. New. Oh. And there goes my camera. Well, that wasn't ideal. So, until we set that back up, I don't really know what to do here. Move. Christ. Benefits of not having an actual webcam connected to it. So, we'll switch on over to this. Well, very sorry about that one. We'll be back painting real soon. I don't actually know what went on. Bloody nightmare, I'll tell you that much. So, I suppose we can do something. Right, Warhammer. What games have we got? Got Dark Tide and Space Marine 2. Any suggestions? Dark Tide or Space Marine 2? We're not playing any other game before you try and say Fortnite. I will throw a fit. It's not happening on my watch, I'll tell you that much. Oh. If we don't get an answer, it's probably just going to be Space Marine 2. Do that for a little bit. Screw it. Ah! Can't believe my camera just shut off like that. That is a nightmare. I'll get it sorted. We'll be back painting in no time. If anyone's not played the Space Marine 2 game, it's absolutely mint for Warhammer, honestly. Probably one of the best introductions for anyone that's not into Warhammer. If they're really into like games, so Gears of War especially, that's a really good comparison. What's another one? pretty much any third-person shooter, if you're really into that and you want to get into Warhammer, this is probably the best game for you. It's mint, honestly. Absolute top-notch from Saber Interactive, considering they did the Campaign Evolved anniversary. And she's back. Just flash everyone, why don't you? There we go. Well, as mentioned earlier, I am a Black Templar player. I'm afraid I can't really denounce that fact. You're gonna have to deal with that one. But I don't really know what we can do here. Try a round of this. I'm not very good, I'll tell you that much. I played quite a bit, but again, it's mainly the campaign. It's probably the highlight. But nah, mint stuff. Got 10 more followers away from 1,000. If anyone's watching and isn't following us, I'd recommend getting on it. Just one viewer. Never mind. I've been reading the wrong count. Well, I suppose we'll just have a round of this. Play a bit of Warhammer together, eh? She's photo-bombing us. It's really bad, isn't it? Got an Assault Marine and a Tech Marine with us. The new Tech Marine is absolutely mint in this game. Anyone that's not played the Warhammer game. Ah. See? See what I mean? No personal space. It's just wrong. Call it. Do a round of this. Call it a day. Yeah. Let's go, boys. Not played this in a while, and I am on a much smaller screen. Why did I throw that grenade? Click the wrong button, I'm thinking it's Dark Souls. Just make sure there's no stragglers. So I'm playing as a bulwark. I do quite like the shield, it's just the vibe. Purely picked it just on look, not functionality, because I barely ever use my shield properly. Also the ultimate ability is quite cool. Oh yeah. Another reason why I absolutely love this game is just how absolutely mint the whole aesthetic is. And anyone's not played it, I would highly recommend getting into it. Yeah, mainly just for this. See, Warhammer's cool. It's not all about miniatures. It's also about ripping bugs apart. Oh, just walk into that guy's grenade, why don't you? Oh, that's armor's sick. That'd be somewhat cool to paint, like chromatic armor. Bet that'd take a decade. Just stared that guy down and did nothing. Come on, Marines. Come on, for the Emperor. How do I do it? There we go. See how many rounds we can go. Just kneel and wait. They're just gonna come through this bit again, or are they gonna come from behind me? Nope, not good. Oh, Christ. That's a nightmare. Hate that thing. Painted one of them up. Absolute fire model. I went for a green with a red carapace. Oh, I didn't. Bloody parry his attack. Stupid. Bloody space marine and their crap armor. It's nowhere near as sparring, I'll tell you that much. I am dying. Oh my god. This is where we're gonna die. This is not good. Get up, get up, get up, go. Yes. No. Oh, I got no ammo, that's why it's not shooting. Yes. Oh, why we got a lictor? Get out of here, you bloody bugger. I'll just stab you right through your chest. Ah! Who's shooting me? You dirty bugger. Crap, crap. Well, that's not ideal. I'm stuck there too. Another teammate's getting his horse whooped. Yes! Revive me! For the Emperor! Oh, nothing. Ammo stuff. It's fine. Use my hands. Yeah. Yeah. Blood, guts, and gore. I need to go and heal and get some stuff so I don't die. Put a couple medikits on there. Got an ammo cache. Did I just use both? What the fuck? Ah! For the Emperor! Stay hydrated when fighting bugs. Oh. Oh, when they do the Helldivers DLC, I can do that. Oh no! Right, I stared right at him. Get off me, you bugger. Yes! Yeah. Oh. Sick. I can deal with that. Oh. Intense fire right here. Thank you everyone for joining today. Oh. Go get that bio boy. Oh, nice. That was cool. That was really cool. Sick. Right. Well. And on that note, I think we're gonna call it a day. Because my camera's about to die again on my phone this time. So it was really fun playing and painting with you guys. Can't wait to see you in the next one. Goodbye. I don't know what I'm doing here.